These are some of the commonly suggested accommodations and classroom adaptations for students with physical disabilities. For students who are physically unable to hold a pen and write for extended periods of time or may experience challenges with input, output, and information processing when working on assignments, tests, and or exams, the best accommodation is to replace written exams or assignments with an oral exam or presentation. Using note takers or the use of assistive technology is also helpful. Next, for those students who has difficulty finishing assignments or tests in allotted time, the best accommodation or classroom adaptation is to give extra time for tests or exams and perhaps some components of courseworks.
Students with physical disabilities has unique needs in terms of physical space or has difficulty using chairs or tables in the classroom or lab. Commonly, classroom adaptations may create a physically accessible environment that is not mobility limited. Another physically handicapped learners need specialized transportation. As the interventions, we need to be flexible with the schedule. Students may arrive late or have to leave before the class is over due to adapted transportation services.
When speaking to a person who uses a wheelchair for a long period of time, avoid the need for them to strain in order to look up at you by sitting beside or leaning toward them during the conversation, in order for them to avoid experiencing fatigue or pain. Provide digital copies of text. It is very important to provide students with a complete list of reference documents as early as possible or prior to the start of the semester.
Feel excluded during group exercise or has difficulty moving around the classroom. Make sure that the person is always included with others when performing groups. To reduce fatigue of the students with physical disability, it may be helpful to limit the number of exams on a given day or week. Extra time should be planned for oral reports on occasion if the person has diction problem. Perhaps suggest a reduced course load.
Experiences challenges with daily living activities and mobility. Ensure all of-site activities are accessible for provide alternative assignment options. Individuals with motor disabilities sometimes use a service animal, which is unusual trained to respond to unique commands. It is preferable to ask permissions before you pet the service animal.